Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for God I'm So Grateful by Elevation Worship featuring Chandler Moore. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel, give this video a like, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you could do that by clicking the three dots next to the like button, and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. Check out my book called How to Save Catholic Schools. It's available on Amazon as we speak. There's also some merch options you'd like to look over, and those links are in the description as well. And lastly, if you'd like to subscribe to my newsletter, you can certainly do that, and if you do, you get my top 8 tuning tips that every musician should know for free. Grab your acoustic guitar, and you don't need a capo today, and let's get started. All right, like I said, you don't need a capo, and we're going to be playing in the key of D. Here are the chords you need to know. D, D major 7, A, G, E minor, and B minor. There's also a few D over F sharps in there. Nothing you can't handle. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, this song doesn't have a whole lot of prominent acoustic guitar within it, at least when I've listened to it a few times. Now, maybe there is, and I just can't hear it, and maybe if you can hear it, you can comment below and help me out. The great thing about this song is the resource that's available to you, which is this, and this is online free of charge, believe it or not, and of course, it has a CCLI number on it, which means if you have a subscription to Song Select from CCLI, you can go ahead and download the chart from there, or you can go to elevationworship.com, get the resource yourself. It is free on the house, and you have the choice of challenging yourself by reading the number chart, or you can do this. Now, it does get a little wonky if you have to capo something and it's in a strange key, like for guitars would be B flat or E flat or something like that. So be aware of that, but matches the chart perfectly. There were no hiccups. Sometimes even with these official charts, you might see a few curveballs here and there, but when I followed the chart with the recording, it matched exactly. So before we get to the playthrough, just so you know, I'm going to put the chords on screen for you. I'll say them as we go along, and lastly, we'll go over some strumming patterns after we play through it. So get ready. Here we go. B minor, G, D, B minor, G, D, B minor, G, D, B minor, G, D over F sharp, B minor, G, A, D, D major 7, A, G, A, G, D, D major 7, A, G, D over F sharp, B minor, B minor, G, D, B minor, G, D, B minor, G, D over F sharp, B minor, G, A, D, D major 7, A, G, A, G, D, D major 7, A, G, D over F sharp, E minor, D, D major 7, A, G, A, G, D, D major 7, A, G, D over F sharp, E minor, G, A, F sharp, B minor, A, G, A, D over F sharp, B minor, A, G, A, D over F sharp, B minor, A, G, A, D over F sharp, B minor, A, G, A, D over F sharp, B minor, A, D, D major 7, A, G, A, G, D, D major 7, A, G, D over F sharp, E minor, D, D major 7, A, G, A, G, D, D major 7, A, G, D over F sharp, E minor, D, D major 7, A, G, D over F sharp, E minor, D, D major 7, Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. And let's talk about some strumming patterns that you might encounter throughout the song. The first thing is you don't play that first verse. Try to hold back as much as you can because the keyboardist is going to cover the part and maybe a little pad or a backtrack behind it, but very minimal. But once you get to the chorus, that's when you start. Hold that D chord and then D major 7. And we're going to stop there because D major 7 is pretty easy. All you got to do is bar the bottom 3 strings on the 2nd fret and make sure that you pluck or strum, really, the open D string right above it. Very cool chord. Then you have A, and you could either bar it because you're already barring these 3 strings. You just got to bump it up a little bit. So you have D, D major 7, and then A, G. And then you have to palm mute a little bit, not chunking, but you just choke the guitar completely because the sound stops. D again, D major 7, A, G, A, G. And that's pretty simple because all you're doing is strumming when the chord changes. And then near the end of the chorus, you have D over F sharp. And I do an E minor 7 because it's just a little easier for me. If you do a regular E minor, it just sounds a little darker, so just be aware of that. D over F sharp to E minor 7, that's just what I prefer. All right, so that is the chorus. Pretty simple. You're only playing when the chord changes. Now, when it gets to verse 2, then you have a little pattern going. Starting on B minor, and you're just doing down and up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's seriously all you have to do. Now, I'm going to play that a little slower. And even slower. B minor, G, and D. I hold the pick a little looser because I don't want my pick to dig into the strings too much. It's really being percussive in that way, allowing the acoustic to be somewhat of a percussion instrument at that point. I don't really care about the chord. There's other instruments that are covering the chord, but I do have that scratchiness that my right hand's doing with the pick, and that sounds kind of cool. Anyway, so after verse 2, you have the chorus played just like the first time, and then you do the same thing with the pattern that I showed you for verse 2 for the chorus. D, D major 7, A, G. And a word of note, do not play after the G chord. Just play nothing. Just play A to G. And don't do this either. Try to refrain from doing that. A, G. A, G. And then D and D major 7, etc., etc. So try not to do that. Now, when it comes to the bridge, you could do down strum, 8th note style. G. A. And I think I was doing alternate strumming there. Down, up, down, up, down, up again. I believe it shouldn't be that way. So I'm kind of backpedaling there for you guys, and I'm so sorry. But when I listened to it again, as I was playing, I'm like, I don't think it's sounding down and up. It should be just straight down, 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 like this. It allows the song to build, but once you play the bridge twice, that's when you can start to use those down and up strums again. And of course, then you get to the chorus and you play it like the first time. The second time you play the chorus, you play it with the full strumming pattern, and then you get to the final chorus with that same pattern. So I apologize if I'm backpedaling a little bit, but now that I listen to it again as I'm playing it, I'm getting a little convicted there. So make sure that you try to play as close to the recording as possible, kind of like what I'm doing. And if you can't, and maybe you're in an acoustic set or some sort of hybrid form of worship team, make sure that you try to honor the recording, but also honor the chart too, because they did a great job providing the resource on their website. So go check it out. I'll put a link in the description for you as well, so you can check it out from there. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. Additionally, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do that by clicking the 3 dots next to the like button, and you can go from there, and I really appreciate it. Check out my book called How to Save Catholic Schools. It's available on Amazon as we speak. And lastly, if you'd like to, you can do 2 things. 1, check out some of the merch that I have online available to you. There are some links in the description for that. And if you'd like to join my newsletter, you can certainly do that. If you do, you get my top 8 tuning tips that every musician should know for free. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great week. God bless.